Hey guys, this is Captain Lincoln with Fire Team Whiskey, and I'm bringing you a bonus workout. So I'm not in my usual garb because this is a bonus. But I did wear the appropriate shirt today. So make muscles and not excuses. So a lot of questions that we get are, okay, well, what do I do on my strength days? You recommend doing strength days along with the 22 caliber program, the 38 caliber program, on and on. All right, so I'm going to show you some examples of what you can do on your strength days. I'm going to do mixed upper and lower body. We're going to just use some dumbbells. That's all. So you need a set of maybe lighter weights, a set of medium weights, and then a set of heavier weights for your legs. So if you're just starting off, obviously just start lighter and then work your way up. So we're going to make sure to do a nice proper warm-up first. I'm not going to do warm-up in this workout. Do a warm-up first, then come on back and I'll show you whatever modifications we need to do for the workouts as well. All right, so we're going to start with arms first, punch pull. So you're going to need about a medium weight because we're going to be doing some lats and some biceps, a little bit of chest. So I'm going to go with the 20s first. Refresh. All right, so we're going to start at the chest, and we're going to stand with our feet hip widths apart. We're going to punch down like we're trying to punch our opposite hand to opposite foot. So see how I'm only using one weight, and then in one fluid motion, I'm going to come up and around. And I can use my other hand to assist here. So punch down, up and around. So we're going to do 15 on each side. All right, 15, and then we move on to the next exercise. All right, let's go. Punch, up and over. So keep your core nice and tight. I'm keeping that foot planted. Bringing the weight as close to my body as possible. 6. If I lose count, that's okay. As long as we do more, not less, right? We got 3 more. 2 and 1. All right, let's switch arms. It's my weaker arm, so I'm going to struggle on this one towards the end. All right, nice hip width stance, and let's go. Oh yeah, feel the difference in strength between this side and that side. Make sure to pull that elbow all the way up, coming up and over. And 7. I'm already getting out of breath. 13. And last one. Great job. All right, get some. Oh, we're gonna do just one weight again. So stay here with your heavier weight. All right, now on to legs. So we're gonna do a single leg deadlift with a balance. So you're gonna need one heavy weight since we are focusing on the legs here. And we're gonna grab either side of that weight with our hands. We're gonna pick a leg. So I'm gonna go with my right leg as my base. So I'm gonna pop back my left foot because I'm gonna be balancing on this leg. So basically we're going to do a deadlift. We're going to come all the way up to standing. We're going to try and keep that left leg off the ground the whole time. It's okay if you have to drop it or drop that toe just to get your balance. That's fine. Just come right back into it if you can. All right, so we're going to start down and I'm going to lift my leg up. Grabbing either side of that weight, so I'm going to deadlift all the way up to standing. Bringing that weight to my hips. Coming down. Trying to keep that base leg as straight as possible. I've got a little mini bend, of course. I'm not locking my knee out. That's great. 4. Oh yeah. Feels great on the hamstring. Stretching it out a bit. Also working all those stabilizing muscles. Keep going. That's 10. We've got 5 more. Control your breathing. Whoa, almost lost my balance. There we go. 2 more. Last one. Great. All right, other side. Switching here. Get my balance. Stare at a point on the ground. That's a good tip for keeping your balance. If you lose your balance, that's okay, like I just did. Just, drop that toe. Get my balance back. Tell my balance is not as good on the side. Inhaling down, exhaling up, because that's where the hard work happens. Whoa, lost my balance. Even the trainer struggles. There we go, 11. 12. Starting to feel that in that hamstring. 13. 14. Last one. 15. All right, we're going to do lateral raise with the twist. So I'm going to put this heavy weight aside. And we're going to go to light weights for these. All right, so I'm talking like for women, probably 5/8. You might struggle doing 15 with 10s. All right, so I'm going to start with my 10s and then drop down to 5s. Once I'm ready to drop down. All right, so these are called lateral raise with the twist. So I'm going to stand with my hip width distance feet. I'm going to stand up nice and tall, roll those shoulder blades down and back. And we're going to come up to a lateral raise just through the shoulder blades. And then we're going to twist and bring it back down. So every time I come to shoulder, I'm twisting. So we're twisting which end of the dumbbells are facing the ceiling. You see I'm struggling already. These are very hard. I'm going to switch an 8 here. Only switch at the top, right at shoulder level. Don't go further than that. I'm going to say that's 12, 13. I know I'm going to get emails. We did 18 that time. I'm trying to talk to you and keep count at the same time, so that's kind of hard. And the last one, good. All right. So now we're coming down to the mat, but grab a heavy weight on the way down. So I'm going to grab my 20s again, just one. We only need one. And we're going to come down to that bridge position that you should be familiar with because you did the 22 caliber or you're in the middle of the 22 caliber. And this is one of our moves. Get your weight, be safe about it, and you're going to I'm gonna pop it onto your hip bones or pelvis. So just rest it here. If you need to, put a towel underneath. You know, maybe it's bothering you to have that weight sit there. Of course, if you're pregnant, it's probably not a great idea to do. Don't do any supine moves unless you check with your physician first. So I just want to put that in there. All right, so planting those feet, a little greater than hip width distance. Kind of pull those heels towards your hiney as close as you can get it. And I'm holding onto the weight. Don't let go of the weight because it's going to roll and hit you in the stomach, and that's going to suck. So hang on to the weight. We're going to lift those hips like we do with 22 cal, right? But this is just a weighted version of that. So see how I'm holding this? Charging my heels into the ground. See, I can even lift my toes. That's how much I'm pushing into my glutes and my heels. And then coming down and tap. Raise. Squeeze all the way up. I want you to go all the way extended as far as you can, not like halfway. And if this bothers you, just drop the weight and do hip lifts. That's 5. We've got 10 more. These are great for the glutes when you add this weight. Keep breathing. We've got 5 more. Starting to feel these. Last one. Fantastic. All right. Putting that aside. All right, we just did some legs. So now we're going to do a little bit of arms here. We're going to do we're going to do a combo here. Arms and legs. All right. So our biceps are pretty strong, right? Most of us have pretty strong biceps. That's one of the more strong areas of our body. And our legs are pretty strong. So you can go decent with the weights here. Maybe not a 20 if you're about my fitness level. Males, maybe you want to try 30 first. The issue I have with this one is we're going to go into a squat. We're going to be doing a weighted squat, so it can aggravate the back if you've had some back injuries. So you've got to really take care of your back here. How to do that is keep everything nice and tight. I'm going to start with 20, and then I can always switch out to 15 if I need to. All right, so this is one of my favorites. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see where we're going with this. Pull those legs together. Feet touching, legs touching, squeeze them together. Squeeze everything in your core. Bring this weight to your chest. We're going to hold it here. So we're just kind of doing a bicep hold here. So it's going to work a little bit of that upper body, chest, biceps. But we're going to sit down into a chair squat. So what does that mean? We're going to pretend we're sitting in a chair. All right? So we're going to go down and back as far as we can without falling over. Keeping our core nice and tight. That is super, super, super important with this one, because you can strain your back. All right? If you're not sure about it, drop the weight first and do a few of these before so you can get comfortable. All right, so I'm sitting down and back, keeping my knees and back of my toes. If you need to, you can kind of look down and see. Again, holding the weight against or away from my body so I can activate those arms. So I'm going to sit down into a chair squat. So see how low I'm going? Look at that. And then I'm taking it all the way back up. Sit, pause, and come up. So see how we're pausing and we're holding the weight away from our body. So we're activating those arms. 4, 5, we've got 10 more. So go as low as you can without falling over. Keeping those knees behind toes. Some of my favorites. 5 more. If you're not a spring chicken, your knees may be popping. 2 more. Last one. Oh yeah, those are great. So you're gonna feel that in your lats and your back as you're holding that weight. Keep everything nice and tight in the middle. Super important. Every time you do anything with fitness, get that core nice and tight. All right, push up, row. You can go pretty heavy on these because we're working lats and back, which is a major muscle, and it can take it. So I'm gonna start with 20s and then move to 15s if I need to. Right. So I'm wearing a mic today, so because I'm moving all around, I'm down, I'm up, and I'm facing away and trying to get equipment, so just wanted you to be able to hear me. Okay, push up, row. So it's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to do a push up, and then we're gonna do a single arm alternating row. So I'm gonna put my 20s on the inside here because I'm gonna start with these first and then work to 15s as I get fatigued. All right, so safety thing on this. Some of you may not be comfortable with going to a plank position with your hands wrapped around the dumbbells. It may be too irritating to your wrists. If that is the case, then I need you to put your hands on the outside of your dumbbells. You'll execute the push-up, and then you'll grab the weight into the row. So you're gonna drop it and then pull. So obviously it's gonna take you a little longer than me maybe to do those exercises. That's okay. Do 15 and then move on. You can pause the video. I don't want you to feel like you're rushing, switching, so just take your time. Modified. Remember, we're on our knees, pushing those hips forward. So we're doing that push-up and then that row. All right, so let's start, even though I technically use 15. Let's start with our 15. Push-up position, push-up, row, and row. So I'm going to be shifting my weight a bit because I'm going to kind of a staggered one-arm plank. That's okay. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. Oh yeah, 7. Getting fatigued. 8. 9. I'm going to switch out to my 15s so I don't drop my form. 10. Oh, those feel so much lighter. 11. Get my knees for the rest. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Good work. Started sweating on those. Awesome job. All right. Bulgarian lunge lift. All right, so we're gonna work major muscle here, legs. So I'm gonna go with my heavy to start, and then I can switch out to my mediums as I go. All right. So let me show you unweighted first. Again, this is one that may irritate the back. If that is the case, drop the weight. Do it with that. All right, Bulgarian lunge lift. I'm gonna turn to the side. We're gonna have our weights in our hands. I'm gonna stagger my feet. So going into like a lunge position, like I'm about to go into a lunge. All right? So I'm gonna lunge into that Bulgarian lunge as low as I can go, even if you wanna tap down. And then I'm gonna come all the way up and try and balance on that forward leg. Stepping back nice and safe, back down, and then up. All right. All right, are we ready? These are gonna be tough. All right, so I'm gonna start in a down position. I've got my left leg forward. And lift. Down and lift. Down, lift. Oh yeah, those are heavy. So I'm coming up to balance. And we've got 5 more. Last one. Oh yeah, shake it out. Drop the weights just for a sec. Shake it out. All right, switching. Woo! Switching other side. All right, I'm starting that down position. Got my weights. And yeah, let's go. Getting out of breath here. That's 6. Oh yeah. When you do these major muscle groups, especially weighted, really get out of breath. We've got 2 more. Last one. Woo, great work. Drop those weights. That's fantastic. Those are 7 exercises. Get a little water, about halfway through. All right, we're about halfway through. We can do this. Side forward punch, light weights on this one. All right, so I'm talking about light. So I'm gonna start out with my 10s and then switch to 5s if I need to. All right, so we're gonna do a side punch and a forward punch. I'm gonna bring my weights right up to my chest. I'm gonna punch to the side, forward, forward. That's it. Side, side, forward, forward. All right, let's go. Punch, punch, forward, forward. So you see how I'm not reaching up? I'm staying right at shoulder level. Punch, forward, forward. All right, this is 5. These weights are getting heavy. That's 7. I'm gonna make it 8 before I switch. All right, I'm switching. Let's go, 9. Staying right at shoulder level, don't go above that. This is 11. These weights are getting nice and heavy. That's 13. 2 more. Last set. Oh yeah, if you weren't sweating, you better sweat now. All right, lateral lunge disco. Okay, So this is another combo move. We're gonna do legs and arms together. All right, we're going to be going all the way up overhead with single arm here. So we're gonna do one weight, one side only. I'm gonna go with 10s. So go with a kind of a moderately lightweight to medium weight, all right? So there's a reason for that, because we have a long way to go with that weight. It's not just a short movement. So we're gonna stand with our feet together, started apart, together. We're stepping open. All right, so we're gonna bring that single weight. We're stepping to this side, so that means the opposite side of the weight. So I'm gonna be stepping out here, opposite of the hand that I have the weight in. So it's a lateral lunge with like a disco fun movement with the weight. So we're gonna punch down into a lateral lunge. So see how that back leg is straight, going into the lunge here, knees keeping behind the toe. And then I'm gonna shoot myself up to the side, little disco move. See that? So it's a down, disco. All right, working one side here. Start at the chest. And I like to keep my hand at my hip. Watch that knee, keep it behind the toe. Lunge. Whoa, disco. Using that momentum. Almost flew out of that lunge, out of the room. That's 4. 5. It's kind of fun. I feel like dancing. That's 10. If you need to switch, go ahead and switch. Always, if you have to switch weights, do it. Last one. 15. You know how to count. So if you get behind, if you have to take the time to switch weights, just finish up. You got enough time in between to catch up. All right, we got another side to do. Standing with our feet together, weight switches hands, moving in the other way, other direction, right at chest here, and go. Watch that knee. Keep it past that toe in that lunge. So I'm trying to go down as slow as I can, keeping that not working leg straight. That's 5. 7. And we're to 10. Come on, 5 more. Last one. Great. Ooh yeah, that's so great. Okay, coming down to our backs. So I call this supine tricep salute. Lightish to moderate weights. So I'm going to start with 10s. We're doing triceps. So if you have weaker triceps like I do, then you may want to pop it down. All right, so we're going supine again. Knees bent, so your lower back is pressing into the floor. Grabbing my moderate to lighter weight. Going straight up from the chest. So I'm trying to keep my wrists over my shoulders. We're going to be alternating, so just single side only. So I'm bending my elbow back. Be careful. So see how my elbow's bent back, and I'm tapping the head of that dumbbell right above my shoulder. So this weight in my right hand is going to tap above my left shoulder. And then extending it back up, working that tricep. So stabilize the one we just moved. Now we're moving the other. Tap, extend. So don't drop the weights on your face. Don't smash your face with the weights. Keep a hold of them. And let's go. Let's start our set. So tap, tap, that's 1. So we got to do both sides to count as a rep. 2. So make sure you're extending that elbow all the way back up. Keep those arms stable. That's 5. Keep that core nice and tight. That's 8. Oh yeah, those triceps are feeling these. All right, that's 10. We got 5 more. Extend it up. 3 more. Last set. Ooh, yeah. Triceps, feeling it. Good work. Those are good. All right, curtsy lunge. So we're going to go with some heavy weights here. Okay, so we're doing legs. Ooh, you can see my sweat on there. Breaking the sweat, guys. All right, heavy weights, and then I'll switch to the lighter set if I need to. I'm going to show you without weights first, just to show you. All right, so standing, hip, a little more than hip width distance, and we're going to step one leg back and away from the body, like diagonally. So I'm taking my right foot towards the tires back there behind my body. So I'm going to bend that front knee, making sure that it's behind my toe. Again, I'm not, see how I'm not up on that toe in the back and then pushing forward to that front toe. Push it back. Working into that glute, that hip, and then you're going to come back to that stance, wide stance, other side. Bend those knees. You know how many times I've done this move with a class and seen this. You're not working your legs with that. You're just basically holding heavy weights and stepping side to side. Bend the knees. You got to. All right. Curtsy lunge. Let's go. Stand nice and tall. Feet more than hips width distance. And go. Bend the knees. Working into the hips, the glutes. This will make you a nice, strong runner. Keep those knees behind the toes. This is 5. Start to get real out of breath because we're working those big muscle groups. This is 10. 5 more. Weights are getting heavy in my hands. Get the legs. Good work. All right, grab a little water. We'll finish this up. All right, upright ladder. So lighter weights because we're going to go overhead. So light to medium, and our arms are getting pretty tired by now. So I'm gonna choose my 10s. We're gonna add a balance. Going to chest. So wide arms here. I'm going to do an overhead press pretty much, but a little bit wacky. So I'm going opposite foot, opposite arm up. All right? Other side. 2. I didn't need to spend a lot of time explaining that one. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just adding that core balance work. Keeping the weights around the ear level when you come down. Don't go any further than that. These weights are getting nice and heavy. That means we're really working and getting to muscle fatigue here. This is 12. One more set. Fantastic. All right. Ankle lunge. Going heavy, guys. All right, I'm back up here. So I'm just taking a front lunge, but I'm going at an angle. Coming down and sticking it back up. So you go within whatever is within your range. That's 2. Make sure, again, you've heard this already, knee behind the toe. Watch that front knee. Keep that core tight. Keep that chest open. See how my chest is open? Not hunching over. Getting out of breath. Major muscle groups. That's 10. $13. Oh yeah. Legs, arms, full body workout here. All right, good job. All right, these are called skull crushers. Don't do what they're called. Coming down on our back. Get your medium to light weights, or light. 1 heavy weight. 1 heavy weight. All right, coming up, holding on. 1 heavy weight, so gripping it together, bending at those elbows, coming behind my head, tapping that dumbbell down, extending triceps back up. So it's a little similar to what we did when we were doing single arms. When we're coming behind the head, working those arms together. That's 5. Extend it all the way up. Did 1 heavy weight. So it would be equivalent to using 10s in both hands if I was doing a single arm. That's 10. 5 more. Breathe out as you work. Breathe in as you rest. Last one. Great job. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. All right, weighted hamstring lifts. Last one. 15 exercises, 15 reps apiece. How awesome is that? All right, so we're gonna actually come down to the mat. Sorry, I popped up because I was so excited. Going to tabletop. Medium weight, so I don't want to use something super heavy because you're gonna hurt yourself. I'm gonna use 15. All right, so see how I kind of place that behind the knee? I'm gonna squeeze it here so I can clamp that weight. And then I'm going to raise it up as high as I can without dropping the weight. So I'm still squeezing it. Squeezing that glute up. So my range of motion is a little limited because I am balancing that weight and hanging onto it. So I'm not going to have a big range of motion here. But I definitely feel it. That's 10. 5 more. Good work. All right, switch legs. And if that bothers you, then just do them unweighted. Last set. Eight. 13, 14, 15. Good work. Remove that weight safely. All right, our strength training is done. 15 exercises, 15 reps apiece. This is Captain Lincoln with 5 Team Whiskey. Great job with our strength training workout.